Okay, so we have the moon phases, doodle notes. So the essential question that we're going to be answering with these notes is, why does the moon look like it's changing shape? And if you take a look, there's the Earth, there's the moon orbiting the Earth. You see the new moon, you see a waning crescent, third quarter, waning gibbous, and a full moon. And we're going to be learning why we have the different phases. So we have two vocabulary words we need to know. One is orbit. So if you take a look at the picture, you see the man standing in the middle, the lady is going around him, and the lady is orbiting the man. So the path an object follows as it moves around another object. The moon orbits around the Earth, and then the Earth orbits around the sun. Reflect, that's another word we need to know. So reflect is to send back light from a surface. So if you think of a flashlight and a mirror, and if I put that flashlight directly in the mirror, that light can be reflected right back to me. So topic question number 1, make sure you fill that out. Why can we see the moon? So the moon is up in the sky. Why can we even see it? So light from the sun reflects off the moon into a person's eyes. And it's actually the light on the side of the moon that is facing the sun. Not the whole entire moon is actually lit up from the sun. The moon does not give off its own light, does not have a light that comes on and off. It reflects the sun off of the moon's surface. So if you go look in a mirror and you look at yourself, you can see your reflection. It's not because you have your own light, it's because the light bounces off the mirror into your eyes so you can see yourself. If you turn the lights off and look in the mirror and it is completely dark, you will not see yourself. Topic question number 2, why do we see different phases of the moon? So make sure you have that topic question down. So if you take a look at here, we have the Earth, we have the sun to the left, and we have the moon circling around. If you take a look in outer space, the moon will always be half lit up and half dark. And if you take a look at it, the side that is lit up is always the left side of the moon because that is the side that is facing the sun. So 50% of the moon is always being reflecting the sunlight. What we're going to do right now is we are going to pause and we are going to write down how much the moon is lit up by the sunlight. Still on topic question number 2. So the part of the lit side of the moon that we can see from the Earth is the phase of the moon that we see. So from outer space, it is always going to be half lit, half not lit, but depending on our perspective of where the moon is in relationship to the sun and the Earth, we will see different parts of it. And that is how we get the phases of the moon. So if you think about a flashlight shining on a sphere, like a beach ball, one side is always lit up and one side is always dark. But depending on what angle you're looking at it, half is lit up, you will only see a certain part of it and the rest will be dark. So if you are right in front of the flashlight, flashing it directly on the beach ball, it will look like the beach ball is 100% lit up. If you're on the opposite side, where you're facing towards the flashlight, your side of the beach ball will not be lit up at all, and it'll look like the beach ball is completely dark. And then if you're at a right angle from the flashlight and the beach ball, it will look like that half of it is lit up and half of it is dark. So topic question number 3, we have 2 additional vocabulary words we are going to need to know. One is waning and one is waxing. So waning means to be shrinking. So if I say you're waning away, that means that you are slowly withering away to nothing. You're not eating, you have no energy. So with waning here, it means shrinking and the light is getting smaller. So during the waning phases of the moon, the lit part of the moon is on the left side. The amount of light that we can see from the earth will shrink more and more each night. So when the light is on the left, it means that it is waning. Waxing means to be growing. So if you think about adding wax to a car, you're adding another layer to the car. Waxing is growing. So during the waxing phases of the moon, the lit side of the moon is on the right-hand side. The amount of light that we can see from the earth will grow more and more each night. So when the light is on the right, we are waxing. When the light is on the left, we are waning. Topic question number 4. What do the terms crescent, quarter, and gibbous moon mean? So crescent moon means the shape of the lit part of the moon is less than half. So it kind of looks like a C, like a croissant. Waning crescent is when the light is on the left. Waxing crescent is when the light part is on the right. Then we have quarter moon, and we just have 2 quarters. One is the first quarter, and one is the third quarter. During the first quarter, we are going from a completely new moon towards a full moon. So the light is growing on the right, so that is first quarter. And then for third quarter, we're going from a full moon back to a new moon. So the light is waning. So when the light is on the left, that is third quarter, and it's also known as last quarter. Sometimes you will also hear people saying it's a half moon. You know exactly what type of half moon it is. If the light is on the right, it's first quarter. If the light is on the left, it's third quarter or last quarter. Gibbous is my favorite one. So a gibbous moon is when the shape of the lit part of the moon is more than half. You can actually put a big G in it. When the light is on the left, it is a waning gibbous. When the light is on the right, it is a waxing gibbous. So what we're going to do now is we are going to go ahead as a class and go ahead and fill in the different phases of the moon. And what you're going to do now is you are going to be working with your partner, and you are going to go ahead and write down the phases of the moon based on you here on Earth. So when the moon is here, what phase is it? And you're going to go all the way around. When you're done, do not turn it in because we will be going over it to make sure we have the right answers. But go ahead and close your iPad and you're going to be working with your partner on this one.